Chapter 9, The Hero. Well, I mean, we're not really much of one, but we are the insignificant. Directed animosity. We hold the weapons of hatred and fear. Yet waiting for another to pull the trigger. Indeed, it's no wonder Mr. Tavo lost the bet. You're a fierce auctioneer. I was lucky it was a room full of ignorant buffoons with no artistic education whatsoever, nor interest. I thought you liked buffoons, judging from your last 4 marriages. Not ignorant ones, Harry. There is a difference. A toast to educated buffoons, then. And to the people who have to put well with them. Mr. Matheson, Professor Brooks and her companion are here. My, just in time too. If you'll please excuse me, Mr. Katima, I have a special guest I need to welcome. Indeed you do. Well, this is everything I expected from a Moray planet. Actually, it's a private moon. I doesn't belong to Moray. Looks pretty Morayan though. Look at the fancy hollow. Yeah, it's a bit too much. We're usually a lot more tasteful. You should see my apartment in Nova Station. It has the best view in the galaxy. I'm sure it does. Are you sure I won't ruin the view? Lana, you are the view. I never meant to hurt you. I'm just trying to protect you. Mr. Brooks, I'm glad you made it. Not making it wasn't an option, Matheson. A minute, you missed me. This. Italian champagne, maybe. You, I didn't. And how is my 7IT? Functional, still lecturing me about my life choices. Working perfectly, then. And Miss Bryce, my guest of honor. Again, didn't mean to skip through that. I came here just as you asked. Where's the AI? No, please, enjoy the party first. Pleasure before business is a true Morayan way. Not Morayan, Matheson. Don't do fancy parties. I'll be Morayan enough for the both of us, Miss Bryce. Don't you worry. Go on then, enjoy yourself. This'll be an interesting night, I feel. Hopefully in the good way, but yay, party time! You heard the man, I'm getting drunk. Carol? Alyssa? Where have you been? I was so worried about you. Last I heard you had some kind of trouble with the government. Yeah, you could say that. Trouble. Tell us, Carol, where do you live now? Your apartment is detained by Acres. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. Where's Vermont? An old friend of Carol. Lana Bryce, a new friend of Carol's. Pleasure to meet you, Miss Bryce. Problem? I'm sorry, are you a raider? Wrong dress. It's a dress. It's a dress, isn't it? I meant no disrespect. I was just curious. Not often we see raiders in parties like this. Where's your husband, Alyssa? He couldn't make it. He's having a meeting with a famous catering company. You know Aiden. He is obsessed with work. Quite similar in that sense. Yeah, I guess you have a type. Well, we all have a type. Aren't you with a raider? You were always very interested in raider culture, almost obsessively. Yeah, he is all about my culture, obsessively. Whose side are you on? I should get going. I bored you enough. Well, I mean, at least we got on a good side, I think. Glad you're alright, Carol. you're back in the system. Let's grow coffee sometime and catch up. I don't think that'll be possible, Alyssa, but do take care of yourself. Ah, I see. That's a shame. Well, good night, Miss Bryce. Lovely meeting you. Likewise. What? So, you're always very interested in raider culture. Don't. I mean you have a raider fetish, Carol? Lana. You found a low-budget raider porn. I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. Hot ex-busty raider girls, next planet edition. I need a drink. I think we all need a fucking drink at this point. At least 3 boats guarding the eastern entrance. Haven't seen the patrol yet. No sign of Aegis either. Kit? Nothing out of the ordinary, Egon. Shall I check the hallway? No, stay where you are. Wiz? What? Is the Arion ready? It's fine. Some shield damage from the Slater cannons, though. Ready for a leap? Not yet. We're still low on fuel. I'd leap it to the pirate ship took a toll on us. How long? Till it's full? About 2 hours at least. Not good. Alright, why are you not telling me? Not telling you anything. You're not telling me anything? Wiz, I'm not. I know you're not. I'm just telling you to do it. I'm not doing anything. Yes, you are. I am what? Not telling me anything. I can do this all day, you know. Yeah, I mean, we got 2 hours to spare, so I give up. You're worse than my sister. Hey, spill it, implant junkie. Just being cautious, Wiz. You don't know where we'll end up leaping to an escaping Aegis. Do you have somewhere specific in mind? No. Yeah, that sounded a lot like a yes. Fine, you know what? I don't care anymore. Just make sure we have Lana on board this time, in one piece. Don't care about the nerd, though. We can leave him here. I can hear you. Oh, we're back here again. Yes, sir. Feta confirmed. Lana Bryce is on a stereo with Mr. Matheson. Glitch is bigger than we imagined. Target sensors and monitoring devices are offline, but we can still use communication beacons. Oh shit, so they found us. Great. Are you sure it's not Matheson tech? Yes, sir. None of the current technology is advanced enough to get past the Feta. The blockage is quite unpredictable. Can only be a Howler artifact. Or a human artifact. Or human Howler. Perhaps both. This is what we were afraid of, Capricorn. Don't act out rashly out of fear. This isn't about fear. We can't afford to waste any time. This is a disaster, Capricorn. Can't let them work out a deal. We need to act. You have found a little rebellion, Capri. You know that. Need to interrupt the meeting. Send in the Aegis. Arrest the girl as soon as possible. That would be unwise. Surely the media will be at the event. Matheson is baiting us. Have you checked the guest list? It's a private event round. Guests were invited personally. We can control the media, but we can't control the Howler. We can arrest Matheson, withhold his funds. Don't have to acknowledge the Howler right away. Arrest Matheson with what reason? Alien Malvik. It's a good enough reason, don't you think? If we don't acknowledge the Howler, we only show the galaxy how much we are afraid of a single Egon. What will people think of our government then? Government which can't even keep its own agents in line? So we let them go? We let Master turn this Lana Bryson into a symbol of peace and freedom? Just let us know if you'd like to fund her yourself, Capri. She could be the first government-approved Howler. We could even give her a medal and everything. Perhaps the old ways are no longer an option in this case, Capricorn. New Howler, new tactics. Obviously the wait-and-see approach hasn't been in our favor with this girl. Whack now. Call in the Aegis. Well, shit. By the sounds of it, we'd already sort of planned for it, so... But... yeah. It is as you thought, ma'am. Encroaching is corrupted, but it's not an eternal glitch. This was intentional. Cancel my appointment for today. I'm taking a day off. You can leave. Yes, ma'am. What is it, Remy? Somebody is in a bad mood. My mood is none of your concern, Egon. If you have something to report, speak. Otherwise, I have more pressing matters to attend to. More pressing matters than a rogue auditor? Yes. Sounds exciting. A list of people who he seems to have had a meeting with here. And it's all fake. Not even going to bother chasing after these people. Of course he covered his tracks well. He's an auditor. Of course I do. At first I thought he went to the trouble of creating fake identities in here to hide his current location. But I had a hunch and I checked the data creation date. It was created 3 years ago. Then I realized he wasn't trying to hide his location. He was trying to hide a specific person on the list. So I did a bit of Egon work here and there. I'll save you the gory bits, and guess what I found? What? A match. Keep it up, director. Go on. So either he's an affair with a Libra engineer, or he has been very, very naughty. Or both. Well, he has been naughty either way. That's my errand. If he is working for Libra and not a rogue Egon, it makes things a little easier for us. Keep me updated. Will do. And back to the party. It's pleasing to say the least. If Aegis doesn't show how to control its members, it should be allowed to conduct off-planet investigations. The intelligence deal with it. It's a real shame what happened to that raider, Doctor. Been shot while doing her job. Nobody is safe anymore. Can't you see it's obvious raider propaganda? Aegis would never shoot a doctor just because she treated a few fugitives. It's ridiculous. I bet that whole family is hired actors. Raiders are desperate for a seat on the Nova station. They do deserve an embassy on this station, actually. Could have fixed the raider problem years ago. Maybe it's time for a more diplomatic solution. Otherwise, we are going to see a lot more raider rebellions in the future. Not that you're complaining. You've been selling your transmission disruptors to raiders now more than ever. Taking advantage of an unfortunate situation doesn't make me less concerned about current events, Raymond. I have children too. Concerned? Is that what you call it? Paid actors? Gotta be bluffing kidding me. Don't mind them, Lana, they're just talking. Talking as if this is all a game to them. I guess it's the most creative theory, when the truth is right in front of them. Believing in the grand scheme is easier than accepting the hateful nature of people, often coupled with ignorance. Do you actually like living here with these people? Moria is hardly defined by a bunch of shareholders, Lena. They're artists, writers, scientists in the system. Kind, smart, decent people. I had friends. Good friends. Not Moray. It's just money. Professor Brooks. That's a face I never imagined I'd see again. Professor Noah. It's good to see you. I've heard your latest study stirred up some trouble. Yes, I'm being hunted by authorities for the time being. Do you remember the last time you had me revise your essay about the first Aries planet? What was that? Aganu? Leoganu. And yes, I remember. You turned the board against me. And that's how you got it published in the Liberty Journal. You're welcome. I am not thankful. I got a lot of hate mail for that. Isn't the truth grand? Listen, if you currently study... this current study of yours is any good as a Aganu work, you know how to find me. I still have my contacts with the journal. What's in it for you? Nothing of your concern. My deal is with them. Just give us the essay and it will be handled with great discretion. I give you my word. Just give it to you? Come on, Brooks. You know me. I like causing trouble as much as you do. I think about it. I can't promise you anything until it's done. No, Nelia. Okay, please don't leave me with that idiot Mikkel again. He's insufferable. Brooks, this is my wife Paulina. Paulina, this is Professor Brooks. Ah, yes, I've heard so much about you, Professor. Hidaki speaks highly of you. Only behind my back. Pleasure to meet you, Miss Naylor. Pleasure is all mine. Who is this exotic creature, Syrian? You have that look. No, I'm a Pina. A Pina? That's unexpected. He's my current assistant. Often in need of radio assistance with my current work. Does your assistant have a name? Anna Bryce. Nice to meet you. Bryce? Any relation to the doctor who was shot by Aegis on Pion 5? No idea who that is. Disadvantages of having a common name, I suppose. It would have been beautifully scandalous, nevertheless. Leave the poor girl alone, Apollina. It's obvious this is her first mooring event. Yes, it appears so. I would have expected you to be better prepare her, Mr. Brooks. Yeah, about that. Actually, the dress wasn't my choice. Yeah, bullshit it was. You're definitely saying some pretty nasty things to me about it back on the ship. Well, hello there. Wouldn't anything more look unfitting? Vulgarity is almost traditional. Kish has an appeal when it is done properly, Mr. Brooks. Maybe I just have a thing for cheap things, then. Actually, the reason isn't it. Enormous amount of insecurity. You to outshine the woman beside you is quite unbecoming. Perhaps I expected more from an educated man like yourself. I've done all I can, but I don't think I have long. They're on to me. Need to get out there. It's fine, Aaron. I knew this was going to happen eventually. So did you. Bastard Matheson will get what he wants, at least for a while. Just make sure the Howler uses their chance as well. I'm counting on you. Don't look at me like that. Don't fight for your cause. I fought for mine. I am sorry. Listen, about Carol. Make sure he doesn't do anything stupid, okay? I don't think anyone can stop him if he learns about this. Galaxy needs people like him, Aaron. Let him speak the truth. He is good at that. He's good at speaking about all things, apparently. A lovely guess. If I could please take a minute of your precious time. We're on. First of all, thank you for so much for joining me in my humble gathering. Each and every one of you has been absolutely delightful, and I'm very glad to have found such lovely company. Gun, are you getting this? Yes. Here goes ships are landing. Get ready. The reason why I gathered you all here today, however, is a little more than just friendship. I want to make an official announcement, something I've long had in the making. I've had to involve the press in our private event too, unfortunately. Please indulge my little manipulation. No offense, Zane. None taken, Mr. Matheson. Ow, my eyes. Right, the press is here. Told you. I, Harry Matheson, a business owner for nearly a decade, am finally feeling old enough to say that I'll be retiring from Matheson Corp this year. As I am leaving my business days behind me, I'll be venturing into a new domain, which is quite exciting, yes, but also a little intimidating, I must admit. There's no need to beat around the bush. From now on, I'll be in the service of the beautiful and proud Morian people. Did he suddenly decide to run for office? This isn't about him, it's about you. He's stalling. I know I've always been somewhat private in my affairs, however. It has always been a dream of mine to serve in the government. Long story short, I've been... Ah, shit. Here we fucking go. Vegas 1st Regiment, nobody move. What is this about, Captain? Wait. Egon, do you read me? Chammer. You're under arrest for harboring a galactic criminal, Matheson. Find the girl. If anybody moves, we'll open fire. I will not warn you twice. Matheson, what is this about? Is this one of your silly games? Captain, there must be a mistake. Who is this galactic criminal you're talking about? I assure you, this is just a small event of close friends and family. I know nothing yet. I know everybody in here personally. Just check my invitation data. So that's why I'm your +1. Apparently I'm your +1. Are you sure this isn't a trap? No, but here's a lot to gain from the chaos. I'm trusting its greed. Ready to become famous, Bryce? Well, they better catch on my pretty side. Got her. I'm innocent. I'm innocent, how dare you? Agus went mad. Gonna try and kill us all. Acting is as bad as it sounds, we're all dead. I'm confused. What did this young lady do to deserve such treatment from you? I know she is a raider, but this is ridiculous, Captain. It's classified. Take them into custody. Please reconsider, Captain. Oh, this is sin. Okay, we finally get to see what he looks like. But yeah, I guess they finally called him in for help. 876C. How did you get out of the lab? Oh, wait. Is he the fucking prototype? Wait, so, hold on. Okay, so Aaron has been talking to this guy already, so he's been in contact with this guy for a while now? Okay, so I guess that's why we're busting him out. Okay, makes a lot of sense now. I'm starting to see all the connections. Door wasn't locked. Fighter 12, it's a rogue Oxybot. Allison, deactivate your bots now. I'm giving the order to open fire. 0876C, initiate deactivation sequence. What? 0876C, initiate deactivation sequence now. What's a deactivation sequence? It's not following my commands. It's possible. What kind of device could be power enough to override my Oxybot programming? Open fire on the bots now. You know, Morian parties aren't all different from Raider ones. Better food though. You're enjoying this. Maybe a little. Are you alright? Did the soldier hurt you? No, why? I care about you, Lana. Do I need a reason? I wasn't exactly thrilled about the whole howl thing, because you failed to mention it to me on several occasions. For one, I was quite naked. I honestly feel a little taken advantage of. Not exactly a small talk subject, Carol. Besides, you had your mouth full. Oh, I'm sure he did. Not helping. Lana. Look, hey, Egon, nice of you to show up. Can't go 2 seconds without a gunfight, can you? Spank me later, you found a robot. I found you. Where's Aaron? He had to leave. Intelligence is onto him. Do you have a lead now? Charts are still changing. There are many possibilities. Well, choose one. Okay, get back to the ship. Yes, Egon. So, were you serious about the spanking thing? Ooh, can we get another spanking later? Because I don't mind. I have full control over every bot in 5,000 meter range, but it won't be enough to hold Aegis forces down. Vessel will have to leave without full capacity. Are you out of your mind? We'll hit an asteroid with an unknown leap like that. And I hope you have a good pilot. We should leave. Reinforcements are coming to full force. How come I never got reinforcements? You started this. Give yourself a little credit, Egon. The entire shit show is thanks to you. Guys barely come fast. The place is crawling with Aegis bastards, and our shield systems are still damaged from last time. My way, Liz. Hold tight. Well, that definitely ended in a bang and a half. Hey, where the hell are we now? Mum. Please, we don't know anything. He left us years ago. No, don't worry. You have nothing to fear. See, your husband is a close friend of my colleague, whom I am trying to find for some time. It's like he disappeared into thin air. Me and my bosses are very concerned for his safety. Now, if I can find your husband, I assure you your family will come to no harm. A name, planet, anything will help. I can't. He's my husband. You and I both know he's not worth the trouble. He is dealing with some very dangerous people. People you don't want anywhere near your daughter. I don't know where he is, but he has been hiding something. Some sort of device. Go on. Someone paid Samir a great deal of money for him to steal the device from Libra. They also granted him access to several Morian planets for finding the necessary components to examine it. You're boring me, Baron. Losing my patience. Please. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Recorded our last conversation on my Vision X, in case something had happened to him. I knew what he was working on was dangerous. It was different. He was different. I knew that it would eventually come back to haunt us. His location was encrypted, but you're an Egon. So, yeah, I'm completely useless after all. May I? Please, just don't hurt my daughter. Never. Even I have my limits. I never hurt children. You see it cross-connection. Okay, here we go. Lucky you. Sure talks a lot. Just a second more. Thank you for your cooperation. Will this be enough? Certainly. Now, I know I promised I wouldn't hurt your daughter, but I never promised I wouldn't hurt you. I hate women like you. So easy to betray your loved ones. Today your husband, tomorrow your children. Remind me of my mother. No, please. Okay, this guy is definitely fucking ruthless and not somebody we want to mess with. Let's make sure you'll never betray anyone again. Mummy? Mummy? Oh, that's still kind of fucked to do that in front of the child. We arrested Mr. Matheson successfully, but the Howler and accomplices escaped before the reinforcements arrived, rounds. How? Mr. Matheson Oxybot prototype seemed to have held back from the Aegis forces. I can't believe Matheson could publicly defy Aegis. I never took him for a fool. Attack on prototypes was against Mr. Matheson's command, ma'am. We checked. He initiated several deactivation sequences. None of them were answered. How did this happen? We believe it was the Howler, Rion. It had the ability to infiltrate technology devices. We found several glitches in the Oxybot's memory data that we believe to be made by the Howler. No, the Aquarius division helped create this technology. The bots have no remote connection access. It's impossible to infiltrate them from the outside sources. Glitches were made during the assault, sir. Afraid we have no other explanation. Except? Feta, sir. Feta's the only inside source I could have infiltrated the Oxybot prototypes. Are you trying to tell us that Feta itself may have helped the Howler escape? That would be highly unlikely, ma'am, which is why we believe it was the Howler. Unlikely, but not impossible. We still don't know the exact capabilities of a Feta. Nonsense. Feta is a machine. That sits at depth. Thank you. You may leave. Cardinal Cross is upon us. Even if Feta has turned her back against us. It's a very religious thoughts. Speculation at best. PCs, you have been awfully quiet. Overwhelming stuff. I just don't know what to say. Perhaps an explanation on your latest actions will help cure your silence. My latest actions? Can you tell us why you've been contacting Raider Howler ship? The Arian, wasn't it? She did what? What? What is this about, Capricorn? Recently, the intelligence found a disturbing piece of evidence regarding the Rogue Egon and the Howler. I've had them watching out for irregularities in the outcoming and ongoing transmissions. One of them was an outgoing transmission made from the Order's room while he was away. Naturally, I had it decrypted. Most of the data was corrupt, of course, but I caught a glimpse into the call itself. A very short voice print was salvaged. Enough to hear a certain name, a name that we all know very well. Reed Carroll Brooks. The Professor? I knew it. Helped him escape, covered his track, and now letting him assist this Howler in his mission to destroy Feta. Why, PCs? Why would you want to get rid of Feta, PCs? Looked into a chart. There's no betrayal seen. How could this happen? How could we miss something like this? Like it never happened before. How did the previous PSCs retire? Or the one before? No matter how many upgrades, how many modifications you make for a Feta, it's never enough. We're here to fill the blanks. The intelligence, the government, Aegis. We decide who stays in power and who leaves, not a Feta. We use it to justify our own choices. It can seem like there is a divine order in the galaxy. Why was I chosen? Was it not for the number of rare fugitives I saved? To keep them all in line, like a shield protecting both you and them? Don't turn this into a debate. As every other PCs before you, you've chosen to sacrifice your own people for personal matters. Don't be ridiculous. Do you think I did this for Carol? I love him, but I'd kill for him in a heartbeat, but I knew it was going to stop this destruction. I did everything for my people. My people were about to lose everything they have on their dying planets. Raiders are fleeting. They're homes because we were too scared to live a life they were forced to live. They're killing my planets. My people because we need a Feta for what? To make millions suffer for a clean conscience? To be able to say it wasn't our choice, it was the Feta's? How does it feel to be out of your comfort zone for once? To lose your certainty, feel vulnerable against the unknown. What we do is to protect the order in the galaxy, PCs. Not just protecting the benefits of the Morian people. It is bigger than the fight between Morian raiders. You let a humble 100 people die to protect 1,000,000. You'll feed the flames, turn them into hunters into martyrs, legends. Beautiful Capricorn. We will take planets full of people with us. Trying to control the uncontrollable. Chaos is upon you and it's angrier than it ever because you denied it for so long. This is not protection. You're just addicted to the luxury of knowing the outcome of your personal struggle. To be one step ahead of chaos, you create one within yourself. Can't hold raider people any longer. My planets are dying. They're overpopulated. 7 planets we're on. 7 planets full of people. Instead of letting the terrorists destroy the base of our technology, you can try keeping the raider people off your planets. Where do you think they would go if I denied them Aquarius? Do you think they would suddenly stop trying to escape raider planets? Escape death? It'd be yours this time, and illegally too. Or maybe worse, it will be Libra's held planet. Think about how big of a leverage it would be against us if that happened. Give Libra what they always wanted, unity. Get them enough people to join their cause and their bite will hurt. Begged you for years for a solution. Not me and my people. Called me too young. Called me too experienced to deal with raider problems as I see fit. Did what was needed to protect my people. Morian people. Imbalance is killing us on the inside. Even Morians are now questioning the cost of the luxury we have been providing them for all these years. This imbalance is created to keep the order, PCs. People question because we let them, and they question only with the information we have given them. They do not know what we do, and they do not have to. We know we can protect the people from the truth. We sacrifice so we can protect the people of their own consciousness. We see the reality so we can let the people live in theirs. Kill so people don't have to. Raiders and Morian alike. You failed your people. You failed the galaxy. You failed the order which was to protect both the victim and the perpetrator. This is our duty as realms, PSC. By loving your people too much, you let them suffer. You dare talk about suffering? Have you ever lost a planet, Capricorn? Any loss was necessary. Raiders had won the war, we wouldn't have a galaxy to speak of. I apologize for any of it. Fetters should never have been built. He should never have been made a copy of the original. It was not ours to use. It gave us nothing but destruction. No, without a fetter, destruction is all we have. And you're gonna solve it by using destructive force. Way to fucking go. It's a shame. I know you're gonna try to pronounce that name. Had high hopes for you. Really? I don't think so. PSC's lie. Isn't that what we do best? No, not what you do best. Oh, fuck. Well, we lost her. Rip. It should have never happened. How did she hide a betrayal from us? It's not a betrayal, it was a sacrifice. Whatever makes you sleep at night, my dude. Now that you can see how easily we can be manipulated, you understand the severity of the Cardinal Cross. We are weakened, yes, but not stupid. Unless you want this Hallow to succeed in destroying the entire galaxy, we need a plan for our actions slowly, carefully and cleverly. Failure is not an option. Yeah, these guys definitely mean business. What about the Herbalife case? No, Rhys Palmer didn't join the investigation until after the CEO was arrested. He has only ever been one to He has only ever been to one of the interrogations, sir. Remember her talking about Franjo and Niemek. She thought there was a connection between the company, Libra, and Reynolds. I could look deeper into their older transactions, but I think it would take a lot less time if we involved their intelligence, sir. No, the intelligence reports aren't reliable, but we're looking into Rogue Egon. Do you think Rose Palmer altered these reports? I think the intelligence altered the reports. They do anything to hide the corruption within. Understand. Sir, about the first Pios. I am not going to like this, am I? Tell me if I heard any news I should inform you. Go on. She was recently seen on a setter with the Howler and the Rogue Egon. A steer? There was an operation to arrest Mr. Matheson and the Howler. It was during a social event of some sort. Mr. Matheson was arrested, but the Howler escaped. Matheson? Harry Matheson? Who was in charge of the operation? I wasn't notified. It was a direct order from the realm, sir. Acre's 1st Division was sent. What were they thinking? Bring me the reports of the operation. Yes, sir, right away. And Matheson's cell block? I'll look into it, sir. Hopefully he doesn't give them any information. I'll fucking kill you, metal piece of shit. Skeleton was made of blue labrador. There's nothing metal in my body. Uh-oh. Of course it couldn't have gone well. You crashed my ship. Didn't crash your vessel. You were in control the whole time. You gave me the wrong coordinates. Gave you the best coordinates I could find. It was your unbalanced flying. I left blind, Tin Brain. My brain was me. I don't care. Is there any way to salvage the Iron Whiz? Not as the trees are growing spare engine parts. Where are we? It's Celion 77. I mean, rip to our ship. Been through a lot, but yeah, surprised it lasted this long, but at least we kind of get like a nice little different view other than different spacecraft and other vessels alike. Celion? The East Celion? No way, no way. Never heard of Celion before. Is this Raider territory? It is. Actually the oldest Raider planet in recorded history. Never thought I'd see it in my lifetime. Why not? I know no star charts of the planet. No map. The planet is invisible to Morai. It's a Howler planet? Yes. My mother sent me here. This is where we were meant to come. Your what? Before you start making ridiculous assumptions, my mother is a fetter, so to speak. She created me. She talks to me. Do we have to collect every nut job in the galaxy, Lana? Yeah, let's ditch the crazy bot. Poor Kit. Not you, Kit, your family. Thank you, Mr. Butter. That is a relief. A fetter talks to you. Do I have to repeat myself for every one of you? Yes. She won't understand. Try me. Fetter and I have a bond. Private channel invisible to everyone else but us. It's as if we are one and the same. But I can speak your language and she can't. She leads me, guides me, shows me the way, gives me insight about my mission. Your mission? To destroy her, because Palmer couldn't make it. You knew my mother? I met her briefly. I was born the day she died. Okay, I'm out. I'm done. That's it. I can deal with brain infiltrating agents. I can deal with weird professors. I can deal with super soldiers. But this is way above my sanity range. You don't have to understand my motivations. and I don't have to explain it to you. You don't know what it's like to have a purpose from the moment you were born. Infant kinda slobbering idiots. Babies? You're comparing yourself to babies? It's kinda cute. You and I have the same purpose, Egon. What we want the same thing. I can help you. Feta needs to be shut down. She wants to be shut down. Why? You won't understand. You're Aegis. Is it really because I can't understand sin, or is it because you can't explain? No, you won't understand. Why don't you try it? Go on. Try to explain why a Feta wants to be shut down. Don't know, do you? You don't know the reason. You're not an artificial intelligence. You're just a simulation programmed to destroy a Feta. You are a virus. Don't know anything about me. Know everything about you. Systematic infiltrative nanobites. Father arrested the guy who made you before Matheson Tate brought the rights. Started the case files. Is that how you plan to destroy a Feta? By infiltrating the machine on the inside with a virus? Do you know that will infiltrate the Vision X software of every Morian in the galaxy? Everybody who is connected to the Feta, including yourself? Yes, that's how we will make sure that they aren't watched by the government anymore. What about the damage it will do to the nervous system, Saurian? This is very old malware. Great number of things could go wrong during the installation. Small price to pay for freedom, Eve. Don't get to decide that. You don't get to decide who pays this price. People do. Do any of you actually question things? You're like a cult running after a prophecy. You're trying to destroy a Feta because you believe it to be the cause of the corruption within Mori system. Want to believe in a universal form of evil because that's easier than seeing the evil in the things that you love and care for. Alan wants to destroy a Feta out of spite, out of jealousy and revenge. She thinks destroying a Feta will finally even the odds for Raider people. Nothing will be changed except for the immediate lives of a bunch of people who have no idea what's going on in the galaxy. Create echoes of anger and loss because you're too scared to see the wrong. The right in both Raider people and Morian. Professor, you're a smart man. Please tell me you at least question this. I want to find out the truth, Pios, but the truth may not be in Mori's favor this time. I've seen the data. History is often biased, but this may be too much. We should give people a chance to know the truth and act accordingly. Otherwise, we serve in a tyranny. I'm not thrilled with the idea of destroying the Feta, but if that's what it takes to wake up generations of sleepwalkers, I won't argue. Hey, I'd hate to interrupt the heartbreaking revelations, but it's getting dark and we need a camp. I think I heard howling earlier. That probably didn't belong to a human. He is correct. Wildlife is often fatal to the unprepared on Celian 77. How the hell would you know? It's the first time you've been anywhere. Here's a wild guess. Did you just make a pun? Seriously? Well, better time than any, hopefully to break whatever tension we had. But I don't think that'll be the last that we hear of that. Send over the auditors a priority message on Pierce Canada as soon as possible. Find someone the Raider refugees would trust. We are careful we can use this to our advantage. Contact the press, stick to the facts. They'll be hunting down conspiracies like vultures. Yes, ma'am, right away. Any word of Kamali's condition? We're repairing the software damage, but the nerves are beyond repair. She may not be able to use her body again. And her mind can be preserved through a Feta. Good, you may leave. Okay, well, good to know that she may or may not be able to be rebuilt, maybe. Well, Samir, I have to admit this is bad. connections with Libra are enough to give you at least one lifetime in the max. Or two, depending on how helpful you are to me. You don't understand. I have a deal with Aaron. I give you what you want, they'll kill me. You should be more concerned about the immediate danger that you're in. I've been running around all week following the fake trail of my possible traitor ex-boyfriend, trying to find out whether or not I'll eventually have to kill him. Wait. Talking about, Egon? Man, he definitely gets around, that's for sure. It's a little distressing, to say the least. By the way, why says hi? Probably. Who knows? He can't seem to speak for some reason. What have you done to her? She is fine, don't worry. Just less chatty now. Go, Remy. Finally, I was worried about you, babe. Oh, he was talking about him. Okay, yeah. I thought he was talking about the Eagle, not the Auditor. Right. But, yeah, didn't expect him of all people to have exes, but anyway. Samir, leave. Go to your wife and daughter. I'm done. You promised me. I understand. You'll be given new identifications and permission to reside in any Moray planet of your choice. And my daughter? She will receive proper education paid by the Moray government. Also, make sure your wife receives medical attention she requires. Ability to damage the Egon Court wasn't permanent. Spoiler sport. Why are you here? You know, I thought I would catch you with Soren. Why would I be with Soren? He betrayed the system. He's a wanted criminal. And you aren't? Of course not. Tell the director we're on our way. Some of the Rayons need to see you. Okay, hopefully it's good enough distraction to keep them off our back for a little while longer. It's a bust. No off-world communication. Sin, can you receive anything from a Feta? All I receive is bits and pieces of scrambled information. Great, we're stuck on a forsaken jungle planet. Let's just get through the night safely, then we can look for a transmission beacon. Makes you think there's even a transmission beacon here. It's a wild guess. I hate you. All of you. Hey, where's Lana? I probably wandered off on her own somewhere. What are you doing? Ooh, we get to be alone with Pios. You know what that means. It's my chance to finally romance her. Resting in the middle of the jungle? There really is no lack of jungle here, Pios. You know, it's the first time I've seen this much grass. At the edge of the galaxy, a planet untouched. Moray has jungle planets. They are glorified parks, maybe slightly bigger. Besides, we aren't allowed to see them. Right, I'm sorry. You know, I've been thinking about what you said, about not knowing why we want to destroy a Feta. I'm pissed, Pios. I'm angry. I've been hurt by raided people too, maybe more than Morians. But Morians have a different way of making it feel personal. It stings. It makes you feel worthless. No, I'm sorry. I think it was unfair, asking you question your morality, your justice. It's something we Morians avoid doing all our lives. And not towards us. Shame, really, considering how well you question our morality. Look, we know the government is not perfect. Realians are people too. Much as they try to make themselves sound like gods. But even if we initially rational people, we know if we question things too much, we'll get lost in the endlessness, the double-edged sword. No, we are given just enough information to form an opinion, or several of them, if you are irritating enough, I suppose. Just enough to make you think you are in control of your life, and we accept it. Because if we are given more than we can handle, opinions will make way to more questions. Never end for us, Lana. Want to be shepherded. We choose to be controlled. Choose to believe in the information we are given, so that we can get lost in our individuality instead. Deliberately make things personal is survival for us. Premonition software, the firm has failed. That's how we live. That's the Morian way of living, controlled and safe. Galaxy is messy. Morality, the right and wrong. Its chains breaking into a million pieces and a million more questions. May not be the best way to do this, but we need a way to make sense of things, to be able to move on beyond endless questions. So you just turn a blind eye to the truth, because it makes you feel uncomfortable, because it makes us feel safe. Thought you wanted us to question things. Sounds to me you're only excusing more in ignorance. Yes, I did want to question it, because I think you are capable of understanding more than you give yourself the credit for. But you are not just a Raider or a Morian. You're more than them, more than us. You hold a power none of us can, which is why you have to understand more than us. Know you'll make your choices depending on your morality. May hurt a number of people, but that's what choices do. Heal some, we hurt some. Understand that. This isn't something you can take back. Lives of millions on it, you can't take it back. If only you can calm your anger, you'll see so much more than one radical way of doing things. Do you think Moray has a point in all this destruction? Lana, one Moran shot your sister. Another standing beside you right now. One wants to destroy the Mori system, and the other wants to show people the truth. The system has been sucking your planet dry, and Libra has been killing your own people to stop them. One is Morian, the other is Raider. For Libra, deaths are justified casualties. Real in its fate. As someone who has lost a loved one in a fight between Morian and Raiders, it's just loss. Needless loss. Yes, Mori has a point, but so do you when you are fighting against them. Two sides of the coin, and the people trying to live in between. A little hard to see the right and wrong, and when I'm in the middle of a heat storm chaos, all I see is one big pile of mess. Yes, I know, but keep your eyes open nevertheless. It's better than ignoring it completely. P.S. You, are you fine with me being a howler? What? Of course I am. Where did this come from? Now stop talking about it. I know about the explosion that you were in. I understand if you were a little uncomfortable with me. You mean the origin hole explosion? Yes. You know, they had to repair my entire upper body with pranium after the explosion. I know, Valerie mentioned it to me. The pranium enhancements. Call it an enhancement, but it was technically making an entire skeletal structure. It was a prototype. Never tested it before. I suspect they won't put it into regular practice in the years to come too. We've had premium enhancements before, but nothing of this size. I didn't know whether or not my body would take large use of the material, or if the spine would ever be the same. If I was going to be able to walk again, it was basically bone dust when they found me. Hell artifact was a bomb. Explosive, apparently planned by my own government. So no, Lana, don't have a problem with you being a howler. I don't fear you. Okay, here we go. Really? She's tempted. Oh my god. Really? Not even a little bit? No, we didn't quite. Wait! It's happening! It's fucking happening! Let's go! I was about to say that, because I thought it was going to cut to black and would cut to something else. I thought, I was going to say, unfortunately we didn't quite get there. But we're fucking getting there. Let's go! Not even a little bit. Fuck yes, finally! I've reminded all the right characters so far. Maybe. Lana. Yes, Pierce? Hearing river nearby. Fuck yes, let's go! Oh, do you have an idea? First Pierce Delaney? I have several. Yes, I finally remastered them. Cold. Come here, I'll warm you up. Fuck yes. Let's go. Finally get our lesbian scene. Hold your breath. I'm so very happy right now. Fuck yes. Okay, who do we have left for romances? Okay, anyway, back to more serious matters. So, how have you been? Good. Glad to know you've been fine. Why did you take this job, Remy? Well, I missed you. Just kidding. You wanted someone who knows you personally for the investigation. I see. Say everything you can. We will examine them along with the Vision X data. Yes, ma'am. What's going on here? Right, you don't know. Perseus has been executed. Huh. You are not surprised? Of course not. It's the 5th Perseus we've tried in 10 years. Parliament has always been difficult. Always been fascinated with your lack of emotions, Aaron. There you are. Auditor. Director. I'm hoping you have a great excuse for being absent at a time like this for the intelligence. I do. I'll request an audience with the remains immediately. Egon, leave. What? You need to speak with the auditor privately. Fine. So, what is your great excuse? Why are we speaking in private, Director? Because if your excuse isn't as good as you believe it is, I'll be the one held responsible. So, this is my judgment. You will leave here alive if you can convince me, Auditor. So I suggest you do your best. I don't care whether or not I'm lying. Are you lying? See, we won't get anywhere like this. I'll get the truth out of you eventually, but in the meanwhile, I need the brands off my back. The word is law, and we don't want the law against the intelligence, especially during a Cardinal Cross. Now, before we were interrupted, convince me. This may be your last chance. We don't get to hear it, at least for now. Okay, on to chapter 10. But yeah, I'm sure we are the beginning. First to create the echoes of destruction. Deceitful corruption lost in time. Confident whispers and false pride. But yeah, I'm sure we'll find out if you manage to say anything about it, because we'll soon see if he shows up dead or not. Matheson. My. First Pierce Delaney. Or is it Vidians now? It's been a while. Indeed. Read about Miss Palmer. What a shame. She was a lovely lady. She never liked you. Yes, well, lovely nevertheless. How do you know Lana Bryce? Straight to the point, I see. Do you expect idle chit-chat first? Of course, given our history. She was +1 on my longtime friend Professor Brooks. I knew she was a raider, but I had no idea she was a wanted criminal. To always know you do not seem to distinguish between one and another. And I suppose you have no idea Mr. Brooks is also a wanted criminal. I did not. Well, to be honest, I knew he had some trouble with the government, but I never imagined it was a life or death situation. And you didn't know that Lana Bryce was a howler either. A howler? How shocking. Really? She's not the first howler you met, is she, Matheson? I have no idea what you mean. Of course not. Tell me, Matheson, when you created the virus, did you know who would kill the transmitter? Did you know it would kill Rose? Virus? What virus? Did Reynolds know? You're still making sense, my old friend. But I understand. Grief does that to a person. Well, we have about 3 days worth of rations, but we need water. Well, I mean, we did just find a river. Don't ask me how. Kids equipped with a purifier, water won't be a problem. Oh, that's one less cause of dying. Egon, can you read anything? No, it's the entire planet. It's like the entire planet is a transmission blocker. It's stronger than anything I've ever faced before. What's wrong with you? Nothing. Why? You're oddly silent. You don't do silence. It should be an idiot comment by now. Wiz, I didn't know you cared. I'm touched. There we go. Hey, come here. Oh, what's she found? Footprints? You sure this isn't just like one of ours? It's new. Armed? How would I know that from footprints? I don't know. You're the one that suddenly found playing Girl Scout. Tracking footprints is basic military training, Egon. Oh, so I'm Egon now. Be quiet. Alright, what's going on with you? Why are you jumpy all of a sudden? We're being followed. Show yourself. Really, Kieran? Show yourself? Oh, hi. You got rusty. Salali. Drop your weapons. Of course, we can't go onto a planet without running into some sort of trouble. Troubling. Very troubling. Are you sure about this, Auditor? Yes, Brion. I knew my investigation was dangerous, but I couldn't let the information get into the hands of the enemy before I brought it to you. Well, I guess his, excuse worked. Oh, excuse worked, because he's still alive, so... Raising unnecessary suspicion was the last thing I wanted to do, especially with the approaching Cardinal Cross. Do you believe the Order's claim, Director? The investigation is ongoing, Rayon. However, his claims do have merit. Devices are quite powerful and dangerous. Nevertheless, I hope you understand why we need to limit the Order's movements for the time being. Certainly. What more can you tell us about this device, Auditor? Nothing I haven't already told you, sir. It's a transmitter made to avoid a fetish detection. It can contain security bugs, viruses, and all kind of malware that can be installed to any system using ancillary connections. It is an artificial howler artifact. Any idea how they could have developed a device as powerful as this? Yes, but I'd like to investigate more before I start making assumptions. You can do both, Auditor. We would like to hear your assumptions first. I believe Libra has found the original. They can actively they're actively using the machine against the Mori system. But that's impossible. Twelves. How long have you known about the original? By the time I started investigating the origins of this device we're on, do you understand why we couldn't let anybody know about this? Yes, the consequences would be catastrophic. It would be the end of the galaxy as we know it, Auditor. Yes, sir. We have very little time. Won't be long until the arms market starts investing in this Cardinal Cross. Lana Bryce will be the cover girl for this advertisement. This is my guess as well. News of her encounter with the Aegis on Astra is already out. What do the people think? It could be worse. Many people are behind her cause, but she still doesn't have the official support of any governments. They're waiting for her next move, I imagine. Thank you, Auditor. You may leave. Director? Yes, Rayon? I give you full permission for a full surveillance of the Auditor's actions, and a complete report of the investigation. Understood, sir. Continue with the investigation of PSC's deception. Auditor was once a handler, am I correct? I'll find his role, if any, in PSC's deception, sir. Good, you may leave. What do we do about this howler? I think it is time we start taking sides instead of hiding Lana Bryce from the media. Let's introduce her. Raiders won't take our word for it. We don't have to attack her directly. We should start with someone close to her. Fuck's sake, our family has already gone through enough shit. Someone like her sister, Dr. Valerie Bryce? For starters, we have a transmission recording of her warning Lana Bryce to leave the planet. That isn't conspiring with a malefic. I don't know what is. Sound plan. Do take her into custody as soon as possible. Make the arrest public. We should find more dirt on Lana Bryce's past. Minimize the arrest in the eyes of the media. Shouldn't be too hard to find it. Every raider has dirt. And without little Lana, there's definitely a lot there. Still, it'll be wise to make it believable. Media has only ever worked for one side, its own. Shit. Well, not like we're gonna really see much of it, because we got our own shit to deal with. Sir, you have been summoned to the Nova Station. Capricorn would like to see you. I'm on my way. A full report on Matheson's arrest. Keep me updated on the First Division's interrogation as well. I want to see the recordings. Yes, sir. Ensign? Yes, sir. Cross-match Matheson and Reynolds for me. Find me all relevant data. Any specific category, sir? Local malware and other warfare tech. Try to see if there's anything you can find of his work with the Aquarius department. Right away, sir. Had I known a celebrity joined us, I would have prepared a little welcoming party. Agris Galactic, commander of the 8th Movement, Libra. Lana Bryce, it's such an honor to meet you. An infamous shark. Saleh spoke highly of you, Kyrian. Highly inappropriate. You were in the 3rd Movement, am I correct? First day, hated your chief, Rena. Lost a lot of good allies because of his poor leadership. Yeah. So, not to look at gift horse in the mouth, but how did you find us? Wrong coordinates. Oh? And who might you be? You have a VX, just scan the ID. No, we don't use VX scans here. We're not Morai. We value our privacy, human-to-human contact. No need for formalities. Oh, really? Fuck you, then. Aegis, under normal circumstances we would have killed you on the spot. Could have tried. Yes, that's very Aegis of you. Helion is Libra's base of operations now. Only the 8th movement for now. Why? The scenery is nice. Bryce, please join me. We have a lot to discuss. Rest of you, make yourselves at home. Enemies of the Mori system are always welcome here. Professor Brooks, big fan of your work. You are? Yes, groundbreaking stuff. Why don't you go ahead and have a chat with our Dr. Mara? The office is at the end of the corridor, following the east exit. I have a feeling you will enjoy her studies. We are not captive? Of course not. Feel free to leave any time. Jungle that way. The Oxybot can use our chargers. It's next to the provision storage. Thank you, kind sir. First welcome, 7IT. And this must be one of the Matheson's infamous human robots. We commissioned him for some, but we declined the offer. Wonder why. Well, at least they weren't trying to hunt us down like everybody else has been doing. It's honestly kind of a nice bit of fresh air for once. First and foremost, congratulations on your promotion from Raider Smuggler to Galactic Terrorist, Bryce. Yeah, I didn't receive a medal. But they did give you proper credit. Not really, no. My men found a crashed skip in the jungle. I assume it's yours? Yeah. Yes, it's ours. Our engineers will work on repairing it for you right away. We have a number of skippers ourselves. Oh, thanks. Guys are very generous. They don't make elegant ships like those anymore. It's a shame. Tell your engineer to work with our team. Won't be making any changes without your permission. I may ask, what do you plan on doing with our Hala artifact? I have no idea what you're talking about. No need to deny it, Bryce. If you didn't have one with you, you wouldn't be able to land on Celian alive. Planet has a disruptive atmosphere for self-preservation. That's how we use the planet. All of our vessels are equipped with HAL artifacts. Oh, okay, interesting. Not target jammers like yours, of course. Such a brilliant idea. Ours are artificial. Navigators mostly, but works quite the same. I was wondering how you got hold of yours, because I thought they were pretty rare. Artificial? What do you mean? Manufactured Hala's artifacts. I think it's better to show you. Follow me. Bryce, did you know that we were on the precipice of change? The end of an era? Beginning of a new age? Like all change, it starts with chaos and destruction. It starts with death. Morians call it a Cardinal Cross. It's a galactic event when every planet on Eos Nebula align in a way that cross each other in a square aspect. It is believed to be a very stressful time for everyone in the galaxy. Raiders, Morian, and everything in between. Go with this one. Don't really get much of Morian face stuff. We rarely do we? Raiders don't believe in much. But there is comfort in believing that there is an order in the galaxy, and everything happens for a reason. A comfort we were denied for so long. No, not denied. Comfort we were robbed of. What I'm about to show you is a piece of information that many people died for. This way. That looks really fucking cool. And kind of ominous. Where are we? It's our past and our future. What is this, Argos? What have you done? I haven't done anything. It is what we once were, what we were always meant to be. The original, the first, it is our legacy. This is a fetter. No, something much stronger. It belongs to us. It has always belonged to us. Son of a bleach. Wait, so if they got something like a fetter, well, this is definitely gonna change things. Fortunately, we can't use the machine to its full potential yet. It is ancient, and much of our software is incompatible. But give it a few years and we can start mass-producing Howler artifacts. You use it against Moray, against the fetter. Moray already started to slander your name, calling you a mindless Papa Raider extremist. They're afraid of you, scared of what you can achieve. What can I achieve? I'm a nobody. You're our only hope of Raider unity, Bryce. Should have shown the galaxy that Moray is vulnerable. They are not as powerful as we all believed. You are a symbol of hope and freedom for Raiders. Mean like a bluffing statue? Statues live forever. I don't want to live forever, Argus. And I'm not very good at standing still. Yeah, we noticed, and you get yourself into a lot of trouble because of it. Your network activity will be on hold for at least a month, with the visitors no for communication. You will stay here and an Egon will be watching our movements at all times. Director, I have a question. Go ahead. Do you know about the original? Yes. How? The inconsistencies. There's a permanent lag in the Feta software. You thought it was due to an unknown filtering process a Feta might have had. But one of our agents found out it was the reflection of another machine. Our Feta was picking up the echoes of the original, duplicating some files, replacing the others. So I'm guessing that's the machine we just saw, so man, this thing outdates a Feta and is potentially equal or stronger to a Feta, which is not good for these guys, but maybe good for us. They are almost identical, but work in opposite directions, constantly contradicting each other, like two clocks working against one another, one going forward, the other one going backwards. That is why the predictions are unreliable. Unreliable and deficient, which is why we have the Rayons. People with enough knowledge to filter out the inconsistencies and fill in all the blanks. Who was the agent who found out about the original? You already know the answer, don't you, Auditor? Rose Palmer. No wonder Reynolds wanted her dead. Reynolds, I thought. There's Vidians. Well, I guess you don't know as much as you think you do. It wasn't Vidians who killed Rose Palmer. It was Reynolds. But the reports are recorded in a way Vidians wouldn't have to pay for. Why? Do you think you are the first to play this game? Like puppies chasing after their tails. Well, that definitely changes things. Well, fuck. Hopefully we don't run into this Reynolds guy, cause, yeah, hopefully he just stays locked up, cause otherwise, yeah, history may repeat itself. Professor Books, come in. Dr. Amala? Please, you can call me Parry. Tea? You weren't expecting tea, I suppose? No, I wasn't. Just water then? I've read many of your articles, Professor. They were quite impressive. Thank you, that is very kind of you. I always found Moorian academics rather dull when it came to writing about their own history. They lack your bite, your analytical intelligence. Most of them over-doctorate the articles with elegant sentences, normative principle, dancing around the subject in plain but never having the guts to hit the bullseye. It's laziness of a fear of oppression that is holding your peers back. I believe it's neither, Doctor. Dancing around the subject is sometimes enough to get results without setting the galaxy on fire. It's called gentle penetration of the truth. That's definitely a phrase. I mean, you were definitely penetrating somebody earlier. Anyway, basis of civilized society. People are educated enough to understand the subtleties. And why were the articles written in such a sharp and cynical way again? They are factual, yet mock the reader for their lack of information. I was young and arrogant, Doctor. Young academics are idealistic enough to get themselves into all kinds of trouble. Mine just happened to be more dangerous than others. Pure misfortune. Misfortune, is it? I think you give yourself a little too little credit, Professor. Maybe some subjects shouldn't be written subtly. I will have to agree to disagree, respectfully. Let me show you what we have been working on here first. May you change your mind. Okay, well, I guess we're not finding out immediately, but this is an interesting place. Got a nice little view there. I understand you visited Matheson Vadians. Yes, sir. Have you found out anything regarding the Howler and the Rogue Eagle's whereabouts? I'm looking into it. I believe I found a promising lead, sir. You're citizens of my planet, Vadians. I have always respected your patience and wisdom. Even in Palmer's case, you kept your calm. And am I asking too much of you this time? No, sir. I know what's at stake. You are afraid. I am fearful too. This Cardinal Cross has many outcomes, many of which I cannot see. It's different this time. Difficult. More unpredictable. I have a request. Yes, sir. Do you see a glimpse of hope in Lana Bryce? She is not as radical as her predecessor. Bring her to me. Perhaps if you show her the truth, she may understand why we had to do what we did. Lana Bryce could be the only one who could stop this Cardinal Cross. I wonder what they're talking about. Sure, we'll find out eventually. Ooh, this is pretty. Well, I didn't expect that. Yeah, it doesn't sound good. Where is he? Where's he gone? Carol called him, said it was urgent. Do you know about this machine? I don't know, Lana. Aaron must have known, but Soren? He's used to work on a need-to-know basis. Don't defend him. I'm not. Lana, what are you gonna do? I don't know. It's an advantage, but this is Libra we're talking about. Don't trust him, Fresky. Said he wants to help me. Wants to help me destroy a fetter. You know what that means, Lana. You don't want to even the odds. You want to reclaim the power. Scared Moray would lose the seat of power in the galaxy, Pierce. Think that Moray is corrupt, triple that for Libra. These people are not freedom fighters. They're not rebels with a good cause. Tell me you're not so blind about race that you can't see it. Maybe I am, maybe I should be. I certainly have a right to be. They will use you until you stop being useful. Don't be naive. Princess is right. They have a strict no recycle policy. Except me. I am charming. Of course you are. Yeah, it just seems like everybody is out for their own cause, and doesn't matter who gets in their way and what destruction is caused on the way there. They'll use your article to try and gain the support of major radio planets. It'll be their manifesto. I don't want anyone twisting my words and using them against innocent people. Either way, innocent people are going to get hurt, Carol. You said you wanted to write down the truth. Do you think truth is harmless? Think that just because you're honest, you're off the hook? You knew it, didn't you? You knew about the original all this time. I knew there was a second of Feta, but that doesn't change anything. It changes everything, Egon. You've been keeping things from us. What else are you hiding? Yes, Carol, I keep quiet. I also lied to 1,000 other people. It's my fucking job. Do you want me to go back and apologize to everyone? Yeah. Yes. Lana. Well done, honestly. Do you know about Libra too? Do you know they were the ones who found the original? Yes. Okay, let's try something new. You and me. Let's have a heart to heart. Show me your cards. There's no need to hide anything anymore, right? We are at the end of it. You brought us here. We are all in this because of you. You owe me, Egon. Fine, shoot. What do you plan on doing with the original? I don't care about the original. I just want a Feta gone. Then why are we here? Coincidence. We were planning to land on a howler planet to hide until Aaron got rid of the suspicions against him. We never planned it to be a Celia specifically. Ask Sin why. So you're fine with Libra just holding the original? Yes. I doubt they will ever have the means to use any kind of premonition software. It's an elaborate system which requires trained adepts, very powerful servers. And whatever else they will use the machine for, it'll be against Moray, which suits me just fine. Worst gets out, many will financially support Libra. Won't always be powerless. If that happens, they will be bound to be supporters. It won't be calling shots. Yes, it will be the warfare industry, Egon. Not exactly a prettier picture. There'll be wars and chaos every few years to liven up the wholesale. Maybe. Don't care, do you? Fine with anything as long as it serves your purpose. Do you think there is a happier way to do this, Carol, without loss of sacrifice? Sometimes it takes chaos to defeat oppression. Which one is more dangerous? They're equally dangerous, Egon. How do you destroy a Feta? How does it work? I will transfer Sin's intelligence to a Feta acting as a transmitter. Sin's intelligence is a part of a Feta, and it's a malware. Programmed to destroy a Feta on the inside, byte by byte. But it can't be detected by the system, because it's technically a part of a Feta. The system won't detect the malware, allowing it to corrupt every bit of data in a way the intelligence will never notice. It will create countless howlers in a matter of days, or collapse the system in a few months at most. Won't know what's coming. Can't you do the same to Libra as a Feta? Try them both while you can. I can't take the risk. I don't know the capabilities of the original. Feta may be a copy of the original, but it was upgraded in time. Maybe to be used properly without neural implants. Even so, when my mother tried to destroy a Feta by acting as a transmitter to the virus, she couldn't hold it long enough to complete the installation. She was overloaded in seconds. Aaron believes that's how Sin was created. The virus, trying to survive, found a host through a Feta's ancillary connections. Methods in human bots. Connection to a Feta must be made for a perfect host. Then, why did your mother fail? What do you mean by holding a Feta? You have to install the malware through a Fetta's main connection in the Nova station. Anywhere else will be blocked by the security filters. When you are connected to a Fetta through this main connection, it tries to install itself to you directly. Filter version of it is used to create icons on a separate platform. The initiation, first installation. Human brains, unlike computers, can't replace the data received from a Fetta, Lana. It'll be duplicates. An installation a second time, unfiltered this time. You'll die. Probably, and your implants will overheat. Bluffing, Scraps? What the bluff? Did you know about this? Yes. Always? Yes. So, this was a suicide mission for you, all along? Yes, Lana, it was. And what are we? Your expendable stepping stones? We done? Yeah, are you? I know, are you? Never a dull day with you, Egon. Lana, are you there? Yeah, what's going on? Had to come see this. Common room, now. Uh-oh. Don't like the sounds of this. Latest transmission recording of Dr. Valerie Lice Brace indicating that there was a willful intention to help the Malefic escape, tip the balance of the lawsuit. Later today, the Doctor was found guilty on an accessory to galactic terrorism and destruction of justice. She was arrested and taken to the nearest Aegis space station for a transfer to Aegis maximum security wards for the continuation of the Rogue Aegon's investigation. After all charges against him were dropped, Sergeant Chris Jensen has received a commendation for extraordinary work and his assistance in the investigation. Son of a bitch, of course. Of course, people like him get off fucking scot-free. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Lana, I need air. Poor Lana. Poor thing can't catch a break. Hala. Sin. Why here? Why Celion? Why did you bring us here? My mother sent me the stellar codes through our connection. You mean Feta? Yes. Are you sure it's a Feta that's sending you the data? Maybe it's Matheson. You were tricked by him once. You don't know. I am sorry. Are you really self-aware? Are you truly an artificial intelligence? I believe I am. I am unable to update and alter my own programming at my own will. But I might be programmed to believe that. So, you are not sure? Not for certain, no. Not even Matheson knows the truth, I'm afraid. I ran multiple Oxybot personality simulators in the hopes of finding a match with mine, but none of them seemed to work. Although I may be a more advanced model, I'm a prototype after all. Convenient. How does one know they are not programmed to think the way they do? I don't know. Trial and error? Making irrational decisions? Changing your mind? I have only been making decisions for a short time, but I believe they were appropriate. Well, you never know until you start cleaning guilt tears off your face. I can simulate the reaction successfully. Would you like to see me cry? Not at this particular moment. I'm sorry, I don't have a proper answer for you. I cannot cross-examine our systems. We are different from each other. I was born with a purpose. You know, it contradicts the idea of artificial intelligence. Shouldn't you find your purpose yourself? I mean, it doesn't entirely disclaim it. Maybe you just believe you were born with a purpose. Maybe you just need to hear a better argument. Perhaps. Does it bother you, not knowing? Yes. The unknown creates a loop. Loops are wearing. What about your mother? Do you think she's AI? She is more than AI. I've only seen a glimpse of her operating system, and it was beyond my comprehension. If life existed as an entity, it would be her, like cells in the human body. Dying, restoring, creating, and destroying. She is illuminating. The data is filled with unknown dates. Planets, people, is useless to me. Remember, Reynolds was a modified cruiser. It was given to him by Matheson. What was the name? Taking it right away, sir. He has used several cruisers, sir. None of them seem to be a product of Matheson Corporation. Must have been a prototype. Send you a list of Matheson's prototype vessels in alphabetical order, sir. There, Medea, I remember. Where is it now? Believe it was detained by Aegis, sir, but a thorough search was already conducted. Doubt they have left any evidence behind. What about modifications? Anything found? One moment, sir. Yes, Ensign? Sorry, sir. There are quite a number of classified documents. Most of the modification data was covered by the intelligence. Hell artifacts? Quite possibly, sir. Who was the auditor leading the investigation? The investigation wasn't led by an auditor. Capricorn was in charge of the intelligence at the time. But Rose Palmer must have been working together with a handler until the explosion of Argus Station. Do you want me to find you the handler, sir? No need, it was Angela. The director? We are back where we started. I think perhaps it is time to ask for the help of the intelligence, sir. Not the intelligence, but maybe an old friend. Ooh, this is pretty. Very nice. Seeing all this different scenery for once. And not the boring ships. There's only so much architecture you can do with them, but it's nice being outside for once and seeing all the stars in the sky and whatnot. You know, this wasn't a military base of a terrorist organization. I'd say it's quite peaceful. Mosquitoes. I don't know, I'm not too fond of mosquitoes. We're so deep in bullshit this time, aren't we? Yeah. But on the bright side, we're still alive. That's the bright side. Well, different strokes for different folks. I personally love the concept of not dying. Right, sorry, it was a good point. Was it? Because you seemed to be in a rush to leave. What? Well, first you cozy up with the male Vix, then you shoot Aegis soldiers, steal harder artifacts, help Zerion Serpentis. You get arrested, escape Aegis prisons, get attacked by mad Egons, get kidnapped by pirates, get chased by creepy human oxybots, get invited to boring parties and then turn them into shootouts, get captured by terrorists and jungle planners, which is my personal favourite so far, and seriously, Lana, it's only been a month. I'm just unlucky. Or maybe you make a lot of terrible choices. Unlucky. Don't worry, Lana, we'll figure it out. We always do. It's gradually getting worse, Liz. I'm one step away from being called a Libra member. Let Libra think that way. I don't think you are one of them until you're ready to strike. Play it smart. Play it safe this time, okay? There you are. I got something for you. What is it? Not here. Somewhere private. Ooh, do we get another love scene? Want me all to yourself, don't you? Always. But survival before pleasure. Come on. Libra want me to complete the article for them. Of course they do. They'll definitely want me to modify it once I'm done, but until I'm allowed to read whatever data they found out about the 12 War and the basis of the Theta, which I'm taking full advantage of for all our sakes. So, what you got? So far, just bits and pieces, but it's not what we expected. Nothing is. Good news, first please. I'm not sure I have any. Oh, come on. It's not that bad. Look at this data. It's from hundreds of years before the 12 Wars. It's ancient, Lena. Here, they mentioned the original. They called it Eris. Powerful machine calculating the movements of the planets in the Essos Nebula and Ephemeris. There's no record of how it was made or by whom. But it certainly wasn't Moray. So Raiders created the original, right? That's what Argus told me too. No, it isn't man-made, but there are no records of its real foundation, at least not here. I don't know what Argus told you, but nobody knows anything about the creators of the machine. His people have no idea what the machine was even made for. They were just using it as a star chart at the time. Maybe it was just a star chart at the time, who knows. So what? Did the machine appear on its own? No, nothing as exciting. I don't know who created it, but all civilizations must have upgraded the machine's software. They changed it, adapting it to the new environments and times. Like an open source data pool. Precisely. Here's the exciting part. Your people may not create the original, but they built the foundation of the first premonition software. Found a way to read the Ephemeris codes. When you think of the machine as a data pool, Raiders are the first to build a fountain on it. Which means Raiders have superior technology at the time. Boy, if we bluffed out that much with superior technology, imagine not having it at all. Yeah, that's the part I don't understand. 4 of the Raider planets must have been before the 12 War, because I've seen the economic structure of the whole galaxy right before the 12 Wars. It wasn't a pretty picture for the Raider people. Which is why I'm confused in the first place. Thought you were always poor and uneducated. I mean Raiders, not you personally. Thanks, that's a lot better. Sorry? Anyways, the question is, why did the Raiders fall? Why did you lose your superior technology? What about the Morian planets at the time? What about them? The ancient data does it say anything about the condition of the Morian planets at the time? I don't know, I had to check. Do you think maybe it's a cycle? That we were you before you became us? It's a possibility, something to think about. It would certainly be poetic, but I'm not leaving this just a fate. You're right, it's not what I expected. Let's gather everyone. The plot thickens. Vidians, what brings you here? Director? I'm looking into some old files of Reynolds and Palmer. I need your help. Nostalgia? What do you need? Debt assistance? No, I need authorization to read the Medea's modification data. Am I supposed to know what that is? Medea was Reynolds' ship during the Argus Station explosion. The modification data is marked classified. Ah, yes, my dear. We haven't found anything on that ship. The modifications were damaged in the explosion. And why is the data classified? Bureaucracy. I know they were hella artifacts, Angela. Stop playing. What do you want, Robert? The truth. And to find my children unharmed before they do something they'll regret for the rest of their lives. Do you think you can stop them? Can't stop the Egon, you know that. He is too much like Rose. He is worse. Rose had something to lose. But he is still my son. Yes, he is. You protected the intelligence for far too long, Angela. If you don't start helping me now, you won't have a department to speak of. I don't care about your inner circle politics. Just want to end the charade once and for all. You were a friend before she was my wife. Let her go down this road because of our ideals. We couldn't protect her. Failed Rose, Angela. Not the other way around. Are you sure about this whole thing, Carol? It just seems unreal. No, but my assumptions are the closest thing to explanation we have right now. Arcus mentioned Cardinal Cross, the end of an era. Could this be the reason of ancient raiders' fall? I don't know. It's religious, Lana. Cardinal Cross, the cycle, there is no proof. Carol's right. Cardinal Cross is a myth. It's only ever used by Rayons and the intelligence to describe a galactic apocalypse scenario. Which is about to happen if everything is aligned properly. Which is mostly to make themselves sound holy. That's correct. No, it's not just a belief. I've seen it too. The approaching Cardinal Cross. You have? It's a collection of aspects you can find in the ephemeris data. Like weather's on a living planet. You can see it approaching as clear as anyone else's chart. Think of it as a relentless storm. Instead of clouds clashing, it's a planetary effect. But is it a machine that's manipulating the cycle, or is it fate? I don't know. Maybe it's a casualty dilemma, Carol. Maybe it's life. Was it a fetter or fate that led you to Lana? It was Aaron. I was against it. Not helping. Doesn't matter. What matters is that Moray have been abusing his powers for years and it needs to be stopped. Intelligence alone should be enough reason for you to see the corruption it's right in front of you. To be fair, you were kind of a jerk before they got you into the intelligence. I was 9. You're mean. Ripped the heads off my dolls and threw them into the toilet. I mean, the machine is scary and all that, but maybe we should focus less on Moray for just a second and focus on the deep shit we were in instead. Just a thought. Hello, Libra base. Oh wow, you're sentient. Admit it, you still have a crush on me. Yes, your ability to perceive things that always turn me on. Sounds like you two need to get a room. Just wait until you hear my deductions, baby. Oh, stop, I'll swoon. Get a room, you two. We did once. You interrupted us. Yeah, I don't hear you. I don't remember anything. You're too on for a military base. Yeah, most of the equipment they have are technological, not warfare. This is more of a research facility than a military one. Makes sense. They've been researching Eris here. Staff are engineers and mechanics. Very Libra, but still. Which means we have a chance to escape. Do we want to escape? What? Lana, this is Libra. Are you sure you want to let them have a feather on their hands? They won't be able to use it properly. It's not worth the risk. If they figure out your intentions, you won't escape here alive. Leave it. There's certainly kill anyone who would be helpful to the cause. That much is clear. Strangely, I'm with Egon in this. Don't think they'll be able to use the machine properly. I know more in technology. Base is nowhere near enough. But what if we do find a way to use it? Escaping here won't really matter because they'll eventually get to us. Get to everyone. Lebo shouldn't be holding a machine as powerful as this. Kyrian? What? Want to add anything? You're the Libra expert here. Not really. They catch you red-handed, and I'll say it was your idea to blow up the machine. Thanks. I'm touched. Anytime. Why don't we let you think this through? It's not an easy decision to make. Wait, why am I making it? Why are you all looking at me? You're the only one close to being a leader here. We've been pushed and pulled around for the entire time we were together. How am I a leader now? Well, I'm your pilot, unfortunately. I had to come with you either way. Kieran doesn't care enough. Carol is a pacifist. Pierce is biased. Egon is crazy. And Kid is too nice to say anything. And whatever that other bot thing is, I'm ignoring his existence. Which leaves us with you. Not ideal, of course, but the alternatives are worse. Okay, I feel like a true politician now. You're the hell, Alana. You're supposed to save us all. Or was it to damn us all? Lovely. See you later, hun. Choose wisely. Who do we choose? We can either go on our own or... Ooh. Who do we choose? Okay, it's a tough decision, but I think I'm gonna go with Carol, actually. Because Egon, yeah, he's a bit egotistical, but it sounds like he's gonna fucking die anyway, so... And Pierce, as long as... I mean... Much as I want to go with the lesbian route, yeah, she's very much on the Aegis side, and yeah, she's unfortunately a bit blindsided by her father and everything, so, and I mean, I've had fun with being around him, so let's go for it. Hopefully it won't end badly, but... Carol, wait. What's wrong? About the article. Will you give it to Libra? I don't know. I don't publish it. I've done all this for nothing. People need to know the truth. Somebody has to write it. If I publish it, Libra will definitely misuse the data. I don't want to be the cause of a second galactic war. Don't worry, I think I've already got that covered for you. And you did it so stylishly. I'm sorry, Carol. Sorry? For what? Should have told you about the other thing. And I tried to, but I was afraid that I had no idea what it meant. Didn't want to scare you. No, it's okay, Lana. You don't have to apologize. There was no way of knowing how I would react. And concerning the way I actually did, you made the right call. I should be the one to apologize. I'm sorry for reacting in a difficult way, and for passive-aggressively attacking you for the dress. You look beautiful. I was an ass. Yeah, you kinda were. Yeah, funny thing to say. Ego is. Makes everybody pretty violent. It wasn't just my ego. Hate the unknown, Lana. Especially the ones that scare me. Scare you? Are you scared of me now? Scared of what you are, yes. But I'll learn not to be. That's what it means to be here with you. Stay with you. I mean, not here specifically. Environment is nice, but the terrace background noises are killing the mood. Oh, I don't know about that. Life or death situations really turn me on. Really? Because I can eat all the peanuts in the world if that's the case. Sure, if you enjoy eating nuts. Professor, I'm not judgy. Walked right into that one, didn't I? Yes, you did. Ooh, hello there. I was about to say, I guess I'll be eating your nuts later, but I guess we're doing it right now. It seems, Professor, that maybe a few things I can teach you after all. Are you sure about that, Bryce? Because I'm fluent in foreplay. But can you use your tongue just as eloquently? You know exactly how elegant my tongue is. There's always room for improvement. Well, I'm an academic. Be a shame if I turned away a chance to learn something new. Maybe we should take it to someone more private. We don't need Kit interrupting us.